On this edition of City Focus, we talk with the Traffic Management Division to educate citizens on how to move around the city more efficiently. The Public Works Department celebrates National Public Works Week. The Valdosta Fire Department holds their Give the Burns the Boot drive, and we give you highlights from this year's Brown Bag Lunch concert. We also teach citizens how to protect themselves from mosquitoes during this spring and summer months. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Hello, I'm Marcus Meconico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta, and welcome to City Focus. Metro 17 and City Focus is your source for information for what's taking place in your city. Let's take a look at a few of the key topics that are happening in the city. On May 14th, at a ceremony at Sunset Hills Cemetery, a street was renamed Melvin Nelson Way after former cemetery supervisor Melvin Nelson Jr. Family, friends, and co-workers spoke highly of Nelson, and one word that was repeated over and over again was dignified. Everyone that spoke described how much he loved working at the cemetery and his knowledge of the placement of the graves there. It meant a lot to him that each grave was taken care of for the families that would be visiting the final resting place of their loved ones.
The Melvin Nelson Way is an example to each of us of how to live our life. Today is, once again, Melvin Nelson Day, and we remember and we honor his life by naming this street Melvin Nelson Way. This is indeed a special occasion and a deserving and permanent memorial to such a special human being. Thank you.
Metro 17 and the City of Valdosta would like to thank Melvin Nelson for his service to the city. There's a lot of history in the City of Valdosta. One of those historical sites is Sunset Hills Cemetery, which was established in 1861.
First, the cemetery was established in 1861. It was just a public cemetery for families. They'd come and pick a spot and for their family. And this just happens to be the first grave that came. It was Dr. Ellis. It was February 27th, 1861. He was interned here.
The cemetery is the home of the remains of many important figures in the history of our city.
There's a notable list on the website under Sunset Hills Cemetery, and you can go there and reference to them, and a lot of it has a lot more history on each and every last one, and when they were interned here and when they were born also.
Sunset Hill also has an interactive website that allows you to search through thousands of graves.
You go to the interactive site, and what you would see would be a search menu where you could type in the last name and it would bring up all that particular family that pertains to that last name. And then you could go to individual lots. The older section actually has picture view of the stone itself, and you're able to actually zero in on the location so it'd be easier to find.
Coppage says there is one particular grave that draws attention from all over the world.
We have Doc Holliday's mother that's directly right in front of the office here. And I have people in the summertime that come over from Europe to take pictures of her stone and to visit it. And while they're here, they also go see her Doc Holliday's father, which is buried over here on the other side. She passed away in childbirth, is my understanding, and he had a different wife at the time. He got remarried.
For more information on Sunset Hill Cemetery, call 229-333-1815. The Traffic Management Division's main goal is to move traffic around town as quickly and as safely as possible. Metro 17 discussed some issues that some citizens are having with traffic lights in the city.
We get multiple calls a week about signals not working properly. The technicians will go out and they'll check the signal and make sure everything is working properly. What we have found is that a lot of the calls and a lot of problems are vehicles are pulling past the stop bar. A lot of people don't realize this area here is called the stop bar. It's 24 inches wide and it runs the length of the road. A lot of people pull up to it and don't realize that's a stop bar. So what they would do, they would pull up to the other area, which is a crosswalk. This is for the pedestrians to cross the road. What will happen, they'll come up here and they will have their complete vehicle at the line here, which means they would not get a call at the signal, and that would make them wait. And as a result, what happens is cars have to sit there and wait for a long time before the light change for another car to pull up behind them. So normally when a car pulls up to the crosswalk, they're completely outside of the loop zone. So the loop would not pick up the vehicle and it would not send a signal to the cabinet, which means that car will have to wait there until another car pull up behind them.
We used a city vehicle to demonstrate the right and wrong place to stop at a traffic light.
Oak and Burton. That's the intersection that has a loop detection, which means it's cut into the ground and the wire will pick up the metal from your vehicle and it will send a signal to the cabinet. Now the second intersection, which is Patterson and Woodrow Wilson, it has video detection. That is different from the cameras you see behind me. Those are video cameras that where we monitor traffic. The video detection cameras actually pick up the cars and vehicles that pull up in that area. Once that video camera detects that vehicle, it will also send a signal to the cabinet that will allow the light to change for the vehicle. We're all about trying to move traffic here as safely and quickly as possible. Just remember, when you pull up to an intersection, please stop behind the stop bar, because once you stop at that stop bar, the signal normally is working properly and it will send a signal to the cabinet and it will do what it's designed to do.
If you have any questions about traffic in the city of Valdosta, contact the Traffic Management Center at 229-259-3530. On May 18th, the Valdosta Police Department held a ceremony to celebrate promotions and awards for personnel of the department. Thomas Newton, Joel Hurley, Sabrina Smith, Kyle Salter, and Adam Bembry were all promoted to lieutenant. Kerry Williams was promoted to captain, and Bobby McGraw was promoted to commander. Other awards included Brett Boyd as the Top Gun Award for scoring 100% on the firearms course. Life-saving awards went to Adam Bembry, Matthew Varney, Stephen Weisbrod, Jonathan Brady, and Brent Johnson. VPD Purple Heart Award went to Jeffrey Jennings. The department also recognized employees that have served the department for 10, 15, 20, and 25 years. Metro 17 wants to thank all these individuals for serving our community. Recently, the class of the 23rd session of the Valdosta Citizens Police Academy finished all their coursework and graduated. After going through 10 weeks of classes, each student now understands more about the job of being a police officer, and each realize how challenging the profession can be. This year's class added visiting Valdosta State Prison and a shooting simulation at the Police Academy in Tifton. If you are interested in being a part of the next Valdosta Police Academy class, contact Officer Vernotis Williams at 229-292-3099.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Information on hot water heating.
No. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out the words.
World music, playing track now.
No.
Let me try. Our daughter gets confused about which details in a story are important.
Which paper towels are most absorbent?
What?
Here are 5 product reviews.
Why are you not getting me?
See, I told you.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
The City of Valdosta celebrated National Public Works Week, May 16th through 20th. On Monday, the mayor presented a proclamation to the public works staff.
We want to showcase the Public Works Department, show our citizens some of the things that we do, make them more aware of some of the challenges that we have and how they can help us help them.
On Tuesday, the city showed off their partnership with LARC as guest workers helped sort materials to be recycled.
We sift through the trash and we pick out certain things like soda cans, dish detergent, and we put them in different bins, and I like it because I'm out in the community and learning different things.
An employee appreciation luncheon was held on Wednesday. The department encouraged citizens to adopt the street on Thursday, and on Friday, the department displayed some of the city's large vehicles for Touch a Truck Day. Metro 17 wants to thank everyone in the Public Works Department for all they do throughout the year. The City of Valdosta in the South Health District wants to teach citizens about what they can do to help stop the breeding of mosquitoes.
One is using EPA-registered insect repellents. These are aggressive daytime biters. So if you could avoid being outside during the day, I know that's probably hard during the summer months. More people are active during this time, but avoiding being outside during the day, using the insect repellent. Also, the Tip and Toss campaign that really focuses on any retaining water within your yard, within the community, essentially tipping and tossing, getting rid of that. That destroys breeding grounds for these mosquitoes, so that helps out tremendously.
The city does its part by spraying parts of the city to prevent the spread of mosquitoes.
We've started spraying mosquitoes, the adult mosquitoes. We started on the 18th of April. And that's when we started, and we have continued. We treat the ponds that the city owns, or holding ponds or ditches. We've identified 18 locations that the city owns, and we treat those with Alticid. It's the water-soluble packets, and we get them in packs like this, the Alticid, and it's a water-soluble packet. We do have this available to the homeowners for the city residents. And all they have to do is come into the Public Works Department.
For more information about the city's mosquito control program, contact Public Works at 229-259-3585. The Valdosta Fire Department were out in force in front of the 2 Walmarts and 3 Winn-Dixie stores in town, raising money for the Georgia Firefighters Burn Foundation. The Valdosta Fire Department also had the Georgia Firefighters Burn Foundation trailer at the Walmart Supercenter on Norman Drive, for anyone who wanted to donate aluminum cans during the boot drive. The Georgia Firefighters Burn Foundation is a nonprofit organization with a threefold mission: to educate the public in burn awareness and prevention, to support medical facilities in the care of burns in Georgia, and to assist burn survivors in their recovery. For more information about the Give Burns the Boot drive or local fire safety education programs, contact the Valdosta Fire Department at 333-1836. The 2016 class of Valdosta Government 101 recently graduated after going through weeks of learning about the city.
I thought it would be interesting to learn about how the government works and get some insight on in the Valdosta area. And when I seen it, I was like, ooh. So I jumped at the opportunity to sign up, and I signed up and prayed that I would get selected for it.
The group learned about each department and what it takes to run the city.
I really enjoyed it. I was surprised to see like everything that it consists of, or what it consists of for the government to be ran. So I just thought it was really, really cool. I mean, just learning about what it takes to actually run a city and getting some insight on the background and knowing that, you know, everything doesn't just happen, that it's a process to it. It's a big deal. Come take advantage of this opportunity because not everybody gets it.
They even got to be one of the first groups of citizens to tour the new wastewater treatment plant and learn how it will benefit the city. If you would like to be a part of the next Valdosta Government 101 class, contact public information at 229-259-3548.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
The Stormwater Division wants to pass along a few stormwater tips for the month of May. Here are a few simple ways to save money and water while on your summer vacation. Adjust sprinklers so they don't water paved surfaces. Water early in the morning or late in the evening to minimize the water loss to evaporation. Try using slow watering techniques such as drip irrigation or soaker hoses. Consider turning off automatic sprinklers before you leave. Most established lawns are satisfied with 1 inch of water per week. Remember, only rain goes down the storm drain. For more information, contact the Stormwater Division at 229-259-3530. The 2016 season of Downtown Valdosta Farm Days has begun, and Valdosta Main Street is inviting everyone to come out. There are 3 days during the month of June to visit Farm Days: June 4th, June 11th, and June 25th. Merchants will surround historic Lowndes County Courthouse selling baked goods and fresh fruits and vegetables, all locally grown. Farm Days is an event that encourages healthy eating while also showcasing locally grown produce. For more information about Downtown Valdosta Farm Days, contact the Main Street office at 229-259-3577. Main Street would like to thank everyone who came to this year's Brown Bag Lunch concert series. Monday through Friday during the week of May the 9th, a band played on the courthouse lawn from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., and citizens enjoyed having their lunch as each band played. Some concert goers did not miss a day during the week. Parents brought their children, workers took their lunches, and downtown restaurants sold food to guests. If you missed this year's concert series, dates for next spring will be released on the City and Main Street websites next year. Mayor Gale honored the winners of the 2016 Valdosta Social Media Contest, an educational partnership between the City of Valdosta and Valdosta State University, to propose the best social media strategy for its local government. VSU students Caitlin Lingenfelter, Christian Flick, Brian Donaldson, Anthony Stone, and Rachel Elsie each received a framed certificate, an official city coin, and a professional letter of recommendation from the mayor. Taught by Dr. David Nelson, the students were divided into groups and tasked with developing a realistic social media plan that targeted and engaged millennials in their local government. The project, judged by the city's Public Information Office, was a large part of their overall class grade and provided a real-life experience for the university students. The winning team's outstanding ideas are being implemented and will significantly impact the way local government communicates with its citizens. For more information or for other educational opportunities in local government, contact Public Information Officer Samantha Matthews at 229-259-3548. Now let's take a look at what's taking place in the city in the coming weeks. May 23rd, Greater Lowndes Planning Commission Work Session, 5:30 in the South Health District Administrative Office. May 26th, Seeds for Success Learning Series, Series number 2, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. To pre-register, contact Neighborhood Development at 229-671-3617. May 31st, deadline for the 2016 Valdosta People's Choice Photo Contest. For more information, contact Public Information at 229-259-3548. May 31st, Greater Lowndes Planning Commission meeting 5:30 at the South Health District Administrative Office. June 3rd, First Friday in downtown Valdosta. Come enjoy shopping and dining in historic downtown Valdosta beginning at 6:30 p.m. June 4th, Downtown Valdosta Farm Days around historic Lowndes County Courthouse beginning at 9 a.m. June 6th, Historic Preservation Commission meeting 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. June 7th, Valdosta Lowndes County Zoning Board of Appeals meeting, 2:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. June 7th, City Council Work Session, 5:30 in Council Chambers. Everyone is invited. June 9th, City Council meeting, 5:30 in Council Chambers. June 11th, Downtown Valdosta Farm Days around historic Lowndes County Courthouse beginning at 9 a.m. June 11th, celebrate a special dad with a photo. Pick up a passport at participating downtown merchants. Get your passport stamped at each location. Your complete passport becomes a ticket to have a 5x7 photo made and printed with West Sewell Photography. The event is from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. To stay informed of what's happening in the city, sign up for the weekly e-news blast at valdostacity.com/public-information or call Public Information Officer Samantha Matthews at 229-259-3548. Earlier in the show, we featured the graduation of our most recent Valdosta Government 101 class. This is just one of the opportunities that City uses to educate citizens on how their local government works. The Police Department hosts the Citizens Police Academy twice a year, and the Fire Department hosts the Citizens Fire Academy each fall. The City also has numerous programs for youth education. For more information on any of our education programs, contact Public Information at 229-259-3548. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our new website at valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also like our Youth Council page. Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. Thanks for watching. We'll see you here next time on City Focus.